Welcome back to the channel. I'm Frank, your host. Today we're going to take a quick look at the DF64V. So we're pretty excited. This is the first unit to land in Australia. So this has been sent for us to test. We still have to put the grinders through compliance for Australian standards. So we'll be doing that over the coming weeks. But this is the very first unit that's landed, and it is the 11th unit, 11th grinder that's been manufactured. So I suspect that'll be the 11th black grinder that's been manufactured. So we'll do a quick unboxing, initial look at the grinder itself, and over the coming weeks we'll be testing this and we'll be doing more videos in regards to its performance. So if you want to see all that, make sure you subscribe and make sure you hit that bell notification icon so you know when we post our next videos. Anyway, so let's take a look at the box outside. So we can see we've got the DLC Burrs. The color of the grinder is black. Serial number, so this is the 11th unit. Over here we've got some specifications for the grinder. So 64mm Burrs, 300 watt motor. This is the Australian 240 volt unit. And that's about it. That's all it's on the outside of the box. So let's just open it up. So we've been waiting for this grinder for a while, and it's just been the issue's been componentry and getting componentry, and hence why manufacturing's been a bit slower than what we'd like it to be. But hopefully that gets resolved soon. So here we have the manual, pretty similar to the DF64 and DF83 manual, except it does make mention of the motor speed adjustment. Some tips on how to reduce static and how to deal with motor jam. So there you go. Okay. Let's see if we can get this out. Get that box out of the way. Okay, not sure if you can see it, but there's the RPM dial. Which actually made a nice little catch to be able to pull it all out. So here we are. Spray bottle for RDT. Allen key, that'll be for some sort of adjustment. Cleaning brush. Australian plug for the Australian version. Dosing cup. The bellow, which is a lot smaller than what you'd find on the DF64. This is a smaller unit than the DF64. It takes a much smaller footprint on the counter. That's the dosing cup stand. That's the chute. Okay, and there's the grinder itself. So it is a lot smaller than a DF64. It's a lot lighter than a DF64. There's your anti-popcorn, and if you want to take a look, that's the quick look on the inside. There's the chute. Pop that back in. Okay, so that's the unit when fully set up. It is a lot smaller than DF64. You'll also see that in here, that's the declumper, just there. So the good thing about it is it's very easy to get access to the declumper for you to clean it on a regular basis. You know, you can see it's just a matter of pulling that off and then off you go. And then what have we got here? So that's our grind adjustment. And then just removing the top. So you can completely unscrew that out. Unscrew the outer ring. And then we should have access to the burrs. There we go. So wave spring, similar to the DF83. The DLC burrs, which are standard on the DF64V. I have to say that burr geometry looks very similar to SSP. So just bear with me. I'm going to grab a set of SSP burrs and see if we can compare them side by side. It's a brand new set of SSPs. They do look similar, not identical, but very similar. You see the SSPs go right down to the inner circle, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they compare side by side. So we'll be doing some testing on that as well. Obviously we need to check its burr alignment, but my understanding is that these have a better burr alignment straight from factory. Tolerances look tight in the grinder itself. You've got this little, what would you call them? Oh, this little triangle thing here, like little lugs that sort of, I imagine they're there to force the coffee beans out into the burrs themselves. So yeah, it's a nice looking grinder. It is a very nice looking grinder. It very much has a premium feel to it, that's for sure. So we're very excited with the DF64V. We've been trying to get our hands on some units for a while now, because we do want to put it through its paces, and also we have to make sure it all complies with Australian standards, certification and whatnot. So that's something we need to do, we're obligated to do. So yeah, it looks very nice in black. The other thing is, so when you find your 0 point, so what you can do is this ring here that's got the marking, that can be adjusted. So that's what that Allen key is for. So if you were to upgrade to SSP burrs, which on the DF64 throws your 0 point out to, if your 0 point here with the standard is here on the standard burrs, with the SSP burrs, the 0 point comes out to about here. So the advantage of this little ring here is you can readjust that 0 point. So let's say we did put SSP burrs. Let's line it up so we know where we're going later on. But let's say that is your standard burrs. You throw in some SSPs, throws out your 0 point, and your 0 point would normally read there. So if it did read there, you simply unscrew it, turn this dial around, lock it back at 0, and you're good to go. So It's been well thought through. Dosing cup looks nice. I like it in black. It looks good in black. And that's it there. So yeah, today was just a quick video. Let's see, might just quickly plug it in if we can get this PowerPoint to reach, sorry, this cable to reach the PowerPoint. Okay, so that's it there. You can see we can go from 600 RPM all the way up to 1800 RPM. The good thing about this is you actually know what RPM setting you're at. I know with some other variable speed grinders, it's just a number, so you don't actually know what that number means. So this is a lot easier to work out what speed you're grinding at. And once you reach the minimum, it doesn't matter how much you spin this, it won't go any lower. Similar, if you go to the maximum, it'll just stay at 1800 RPM. Let's turn it on and listen to it. Whoop. So that's our 0 point, clearly. Just there. So that's at 1800 RPM. That's pretty quiet. That's at 600 RPM. Don't know if you can actually hear that, but it's at 7, 8, 900, 1000, 1100, 1200, 1300, 1400, 1500, 1600, 1700, and 1800. So the on-off switch is on the left of the grinder, but on your right as you're looking at it. And it's not illuminated like it was on the DF64 and the DF83. So that's a little bit different as well. Yeah, but it's light, but it feels solid, if that makes sense. It actually feels really well built. So that's just a quick look at the DF64V. As I said earlier, we will be doing a lot more testing with this, and we'll be shooting some more videos on it. So if you do want to keep up to date with its progress and how it's performing, make sure you subscribe. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you've got any comments, drop them down below and we'll be happy to respond. So yeah, quick unboxing, a quick first look, and more to come, and we might do some testing DF64V versus DF64 versus DF83 versus other grinders that are out there in the market. So we've got actually a lot of things planned for the coming months, and we do have some giveaways coming up as well. So if you want to maximize your chance of winning in these giveaways, the more you have to subscribe, but two, the more you like and the more you comment, the more chance you have of winning when the giveaways do get launched. So anyway, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you at the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.